Hey, this is Eric, and in this video we're going to look at the new text-to-image tool in Canva and how students can use that for illustrating and writing stories. Artificial intelligence continues to develop at an astonishing pace. What seemed like science fiction a year ago is science fact today. One area in particular is text-to-image tools. What I mean by that are tools where you provide a text description and then the AI creates a new image based off of your text. It doesn't just find an image similar to what you wrote, it actually makes a brand new image that never existed before. So far, we've seen this done with AI tools such as DALL-E 2 or Google's Imagen. Now, this amazing technology is available right inside of Canva. If you aren't already using Canva, it's a totally free tool for schools that lets you and your students create images, presentations, videos, infographics, websites, and so much more. This sounds like a wonderful way for students to bring their writing to life with original illustrations to go along with their stories, poems, and more. So, I decided to use Canva's new AI-powered text-to-image tool to illustrate a funny poem that I wrote. Let's take a look at how this is done. First, if you do not have a Canva account yet, it is super easy to sign up. Anyone is allowed to get a free personal Canva account by signing up at canva.com. A free personal account does not include access to all of the premium features, but there are still loads of free tools and content to use. As an educator, though, you are allowed to get a free Canva for Education account, which does include all of the premium features. You can sign up for that at canva.com/education. So to access Canva's new AI-powered text-to-image tool, you just go to canva.me/text-to-image. This will open the text-to-image launcher, and here you can get started by choosing Use in Existing Design or Use in New Design. This will take you into the normal Canva workspace, but now with the text-to-image tool added to your side panel of tools. With the text-to-image tool selected, here's how you use it to generate images. At the top, you'll see a box labeled Describe the image you want to see. In that box, type your text prompt for the image you want generated. If you're not sure where to begin, some examples are given, such as a panda riding a bike through a city with depth of field, or a light watercolor painting of koi fish in a pond, or a photo of a magical forest city from the future. It can be difficult to precisely anticipate how the AI will interpret your text prompt, so you may need to try several times with different versions of your description. One suggestion I would have is to keep the grammar as simple and straightforward as possible while still being as creative as you want with the content. Next, in the Choose Your Style section, you can select the style you would like for your generated image. The styles can include photo, drawing, 3D, painting, pattern, concept art, or simply surprise me. Finally, just click on the Generate Image button to see what the AI creates. You will now get 4 AI-generated images to pick from. Any picture you click on will get added to your Canva project. You can use as many of the images as you would like. If you want more images or to use a different prompt, click the Start Again button to begin the process again. Now, this tool does use a lot of processing power from Canva's servers, so at the moment there is a limit to how many times you can use the text-to-image tool in one day. When you hit that limit, you'll get an error message that reads, "You have reached your image quota for the day." In Canva's informational content about their new text-to-image tool, they provided several examples of images created from prompts to show off what the tool can do. Some of these include photo of a magical forest city from the future, a panda riding a bike through the city with depth of field, heart balloons over the Himalayas, and a firefox in a forest standing up. For my example, I decided to use Canva's text-to-image tool to illustrate a children's poem I wrote. The poem is titled "The Third Cow." It has some funny and unusual content, so it would be very difficult to simply do a Google image search for clip art that would fit the content. For example, it includes a rainbow-colored cow who drinks champagne and yodels and is giant in size. It seemed like the perfect fit to have Canva's AI create custom illustrations for my unique poem. When using the tool, I experimented with lots of different prompts and styles to find the illustrations I liked best. I saved many more images than I ended up using. And here is the final creation as a Canva presentation. The Third Cow by Eric Kurtz. The first cow was brown, the second cow was black. The third cow had rainbows all along her back. The first cow chewed grass, the second cow had grain. The third cow ate truffles with a glass of champagne. The first cow said moo. The second cow was quiet. The third cow would yodel any time she could try it. The first cow was short. The second cow was long. The third cow was giant and 3 times as strong. The first cow lay down. The second cow kneeled. The third cow was simply outstanding in her field. And a little about the author page at the end. I also downloaded the AI-generated images and added them to a Google presentation. And I was able to use the Canva integration that is built right into Book Creator to pull everything easily into an online book with Book Creator. If you would like to check these out yourself, links to all of these versions are available in the description below this video. In the end, I was very pleased with the images Canva was able to create for my poem. There is no way I would have been able to find pictures that matched my content so well. I can see this as being a wonderful tool for student writing in a couple of ways. On one hand, students could use this to illustrate the things they have written, allowing them to create a media-rich version of their stories, poems, or other writings, which they can then share with others. On the other hand, students could take ideas they have, use Canva's AI to generate images, and then get inspired by the unique pictures to guide their own writing. We are finally beginning to see practical examples of how artificial intelligence can be used for teaching, learning, creativity, and communication in the classroom. I am excited to see how this technology continues to develop. If you or your students create anything with this new tool, I would love to see what is made and to learn from you. And for all the rest of my educational technology resources, be sure to visit my site at ControlAltAchieve.com, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, sign up for my email newsletter, and check out my book, Control Alt Achieve: Rebooting Your Classroom with Creative Google Projects. Thanks so much, and take care.